Hey, Flo here with another carpentry stream. Hey, Elamine, good day to you as well. So, I'm pretty much done with the loft, but I decided I would stream this anyway, even though it'll be kind of a little bit boring. It's like, what's boring when everything is boring? Like, how much worse could it get when all of my streams are pretty boring? So, I just kind of like the idea of having the whole thing recorded, so I'll do it. But there's not like a ton left to do. I mean, there is and there isn't. Like, there's a ton left to do in some ways. But overall, this project is coming to a close. But there's going to be like subsidiary or, I don't know, prologue type things. Or no, epilogue. I don't know, whatever the thing is. Let me see. I messed with my audio a little bit since last stream. Itsy Bitsy and Mrs. Doe eyes were correct. Some reason my audio changes even though I don't change it. So I just kind of assume that my settings from previous sessions are going to work fine. And then somehow they just get changed or less effective over time. I just have to check them every once in a while. I don't always watch my replays, but yeah, my music is a little loud, or has been. Anyway, hopefully it's a little bit better today, but it's really hard to get balanced right. And I tried to mess with my vocal audio, which is also a pain in the butt, because I just have a cheap lapel mic that doesn't pick up that well. So I'm going to try a different noise correction thing today. It's not that different, but in the future I'd like to find a noise reducer, not a noise canceller, something that just kind of makes the noise a little bit lower volume. So maybe some kind of AI VST plugin or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'll be looking online for that. If I remember, I'll probably forget, but because I like there to be some background noises, just to be nice if it reduced them a little bit in volume. Because the problem with noise reduction or noise cancellation is it messes with vocals a lot. So if you ever hear my voice kind of chopping in and out, which happens a lot on my streams, it's because of that most of the time. So I'd rather not even have it on, because how that sounds, it sounds terrible. I can't stand it, but there's not a whole lot I can do unless I find some magical plugin that just kind of reduces the background noise a little bit. Okay, so I think first thing I'm going to do today is work on some support pieces underneath. I was going to just start screwing stuff down, which is what I need to do next. I'm basically done with all the loft pieces. They're all cut and in place. I just have to screw them down, but I want to cut at least a couple support pieces underneath, some blocking, primarily for the center connecting loft, I guess, whatever you call it, bridge. So I'm going to move my rolling shelf wall and get back there. Kind of a mess in here because I did those cuts inside, which I haven't really been doing cuts inside generally, but yesterday I was just kind of impatient and frustrated with things. Oh, I did actually, I had to go to the store this morning. That's why I'm getting such a late start. I picked up a few things. I don't remember exactly what, but I did pick up a circular saw blade. It's a little bit late for this project, but maybe for future projects it will help. I think it's a little bit better blade. It's not an expensive one. Like, you can buy like $30 or even $60 blades, which is ridiculous. But I feel like the blade that I have on there is really bad, so it wouldn't take much to be better than what I have on there. So I'm hoping the one I bought will be slightly better. someday I might replace it with a really nice blade. And I mean, I've said that my circular saw is not great, and I don't think it is. It's very cheap and basic. There's better ones out there for sure. I would like to get a cordless one someday, because the cord on a circular saw is one of the most annoying things. It always gets caught and stuck everywhere. Leave a cut. Oh, I also bought this Chinese hat thing, bamboo hat. I always thought these were kind of cool. I'm gonna maybe wear it sometimes. I might even wear it on my hikes. But when I'm outside in the sun, I just kind of want to test it out. So I'm not going to be outside a lot today, but I'll do a couple cuts, see what it looks like. I'm going to see if this actually helps in the sun. If it does, I might take it on hikes. Okay, so I kind of want to have a second camera angle down here, but I also need to go up to the top and turn this light on real quick. It's amazing how good my Samsung does with correcting for exposure. Like, I don't even really use that. It's very good without it, but as well. My other phone, the newest phone that I bought, is not so good at low light or AI type color correction stuff. Anyway, let's see. So, yeah, first thing I'm going to do is move this shelf out of the way so I can get back where I need to have those bits of blocking. Oh, it's hard to remember what order to do things. Actually, I wanted to also get the other tripod up there so I can set up my other camera angle. Have a good cord. I don't know what happened to all my USB cords. I need to buy more. I'm just irritated. It's like, how many of these can stay? My USB cord just disappeared. I don't know where they're going. I think they're around somewhere. Eventually I'll clean some stuff up and probably find it. A little bit in disarray. Maybe. This one's definitely too short. See how many times I can go up and down. There's one up here, but I think also that last time I tried it, it was a joke. Yeah. So yeah, in theory, this could be a short stream. I'm getting a late start though, so it's not going to feel short to me because the day is already mostly over. I have to rush through to get anything done before it gets dark. Can't wait till this season is over and I actually have money again. I said that so many times that my friends and family are sick of hearing me say that. Just really anxious for this weird time period to get over. So I feel like I'm not reliant on other people so much. So I wonder if I hope this is set on 1080p. That's out of 720. Anyway, it's fine. Oh, actually, I think I need to change this. For many years I've thought of doing tutorials on streaming because I think I know a little bit more than the average person. Like, I'm not an expert like Nutty or somebody like that, but there's certain things that I do that I think a lot of people don't know how to do. Someday I might do some tutorials. I thought of doing actual live stream tutorials. Yeah, I was talking to the developer on the social stream and video ninja project in Discord and just realizing how little documentation or people talking about his tools there are, which is a shame because he makes some of the most useful tools for live streaming that exist. I'm gonna go inside and check my settings because I'm gonna make sure this is 780p and not 720. There's no reason to have it 720 today. It looks like it could be 720 is the only reason. I'm kind of curious to see. It's broadcasting at 1080, but my receiver might only be receiving 720. Yep, just as I suspected. Okay, this will probably kill the video temporarily, but hopefully it will come back a little bit better after a minute of adjustments. Usually takes a while to kind of regroup after a refresh, but should be good. The only thing I'm already noticing with this hat is I think it needs some kind of padding in it. It's just bamboo, so it feels a little bit hard on my head. Probably will start hurt after a long time of using it. So I need to like sew some kind of padding into the top of it or something. This hat is getting in small places, it's huge. Hit it on 1,000 things already. While I was at the store, I bought like a piece of conduit that I'm going to use for a handle. It's a bit expensive, but everything's expensive if you buy it new. I don't have access to any free or cheap online marketplace type, Craigslist type thing. Where I live, there's just nobody that lives out here that's selling stuff. So I have to buy things new most of the time. And it's annoying because back when I lived in the city, I could often just be a little bit patient and find things for free. That is not going to be happening ever anymore. But that's alright, I'd still way rather live in a small town than a city, that's for sure. I don't even live in a small town, really. Okay. So, what we're going to be doing is adding some blocking inside of here. hopefully. So I'll need to cut a few pieces, so I'll go outside in and out as I'm cutting stuff, I guess. Might only have to cut 2 pieces here, or no, 4 pieces, but two areas. Whatever, 2 spans cut in half. Shouldn't be a lot of cutting. But basically, what's going on here that I'm not particularly satisfied with is these boards on this center bridge loft. They have no support right here. So I'm going to put some boards to fill these gaps, and then I can screw the end of these boards into that. I just feel like it'll make it a little bit stronger. Same over here. It's definitely not necessary. I like the idea of it, so I'm going to do it. And I may eventually put blocking on the big part of the lofts where there's, I don't know if this shows, but these 2 boards come together and there's nothing supporting that connection on both sides. I don't think that's overly crucial, but I may eventually, once I have a little bit more money and have, just time to complete the job fully, I would probably like to fill in those gaps. So first thing I'm going to do is check to see what kind of scraps I have. See if there's anything big enough to use for this. I'm pretty sure I have some scraps. Adequate scraps. I actually tried to buy a few boards today and they're basically completely out of everything, so I'm just like, whatever. Guess it's a sign I'm not going to do that today. Oh, these cords are going everywhere the wrong way. I got all my tools arranged over in this side since I've been working over there. Nothing's over here where I need it. Kind of a mess back here, actually. Actually, it's completely ridiculous to have this on right now. I was just going to use it if I was out in the sun, but right now I'm not, so skip it. Probably don't even need it in the sun because I have the umbrellas set up out there. But I kind of want to try that on a hike and see how it performs compared to my other hat for shade. Looks ridiculous, but I don't really care about how I look. Let's see. Batteries up here, of course. As usual, it takes me forever just to get started on this ongoing with random objects, finding very much stuff and just moving stuff around. I'm thankful I have a shelf I can move around, but it's just like, I don't want to move stuff, I want to just work on stuff. Okay. Really? Wow, that is unlikely. Pull this out from under wherever it's caught. I hate cords. cords suck. If you can get tools that are battery operated with no cords, it's a huge game changer in every possible way. It's expensive to buy all that stuff. What is that? Some random cord? What? What can you tell us? It's just everything's like wound up around each other. It's so irritating. Every time you do anything, it's like a huge pile of snaking cords everywhere. It's ridiculous. Those. Main reason I'm coming up here is to check the scraps. No, this thing is not. It doesn't have the wheel brakes on, so we'll see how much it moves around when I'm standing on it, if at all. Different way to these short spans I have are long enough, but I have a couple long ones up here. I might have to take from the thing that the fan is leaning on. Oh, cool. Even these short ones are long enough. I expect that. So yeah, I don't think we need those longer ones. Just need to trim this one a tiny bit to make it fit in there. I think I should have the other camera down here because I'm not going to be up there for quite a while. That's what I had in mind to do, but since Yeah, I don't have enough people watching my channel to be impressed at what's going on. Like, I'm not trying to impress anybody, but I wish more people knew about the tools that I'm using, because I think a lot of streamers would do cooler things if they had the techniques in their utility belt. That's the main reason I was thinking of maybe doing some tutorials. Not to like gain any attention for myself, but just to help other streamers realize what's possible. I think a lot of streamers are satisfied with just doing the same thing they've always done. Not getting outside or moving around, but I feel like there's a lot of missed potential. My music is way too loud on my headphones. Can't hear myself think. It actually keeps feeling hotter and hotter all the time. I don't think it actually is, according to the forecast and stuff. But man, it's been feeling very energy draining. Like today, it definitely is somehow hotter inside than ever has been. I know I didn't do anything differently, so that to me makes it seem like the weather is hotter because I didn't leave any windows open. I cooled it down overnight. All the same stuff I always do, but it is crazy hot inside. Ridiculously, unbearably hot, pretty much. Just uncomfortable. Really muggy or something. I don't think I need my sawhorse support stuff because I'm just going to be cutting really small pieces, as far as I know. Always takes longer than it should, though. Really like to find my electric pencil sharpener. Never been a fan of these things. I don't know where that piece I had was. Let's grab another one. Okay, I think I cut a 1/4 inch off this and it'll be fine. Surprisingly, this blade still seems to cut fine. Sure, I could get a better one, but I don't see any problem with this. It's mainly just the circular saw that I'm not happy with. Tiny bit more off. These are just going to be screwed into the existing double header, whatever you want to call it, double joist. Okay. This ladder is super annoying, it's always in the way. Sucks. I wish I had that smart button solution. It's really annoying to change scenes. It's really cool that I can, but it's not. Have to be behind the camera to be able to touch the screen, which the camera's often in very crazy places. So it's very difficult. Okay. So now I'm just have that piece kind of just up there. It doesn't need to be perfect on the sides. There can be gaps. So I'm just going to screw it, like I said, into this double joist right there, and then I'll put a few screws from up above. It wouldn't even really have to go all the way across, but then we'll make them as wide as I can. This makes sense to me. If I have any pieces that are wide enough to fill that gap nicely. Actually, if I make them a little bit, maybe I shouldn't worry about that, because I can get them closer into the joist if I don't have it on top of the joist hanger with all those nails and stuff. I think that's more sensible. Yeah, I'm gonna do it that way. It's kind of a toss-up, kind of weird situation. I'm going to cut this one too so that it's not on top of the joist hangers. Let's get that stylus out of here so I can change scenes a little bit easier. Let's take my glove off every time, it's very annoying. And then getting behind this camera over there is actually quite difficult. And it slows me down a lot. It's weird, I thought I put pencil marks on here. I don't see any marks anywhere. What's happening? What is actually going on here? Makes no sense. Oh, there they are, okay. Keep bringing objects into areas where they shouldn't be. Okay. those there. Alright, so let's see if that fits. Yeah, perfect. There. Alright, so we got that one cut. Now let's cut this one same way. This one might already be about the right size. Just a little trim. Soccer kit. I'm building a loft in a shed. Or shop, if you prefer. Whew, it's hot. Oh, nice. Cool. With a name like Soccer Kid, I would assume that you're still young, unless I am hearing that wrong. Just relying on my text-to-speech, then I can check. Soccer Kid. Soccer Kid! Gotcha. You're probably younger than me. I'm pretty old. I don't reveal my age on streams. But I'm old. Practically ancient. Okay, that's a good fit. So, I guess I'll put those in right now. There's this cord going. Thanks. I'm pretty old, especially in the streaming community. Most people are younger than me. There's some other old people, but it's not kind of the only one. Just saying. Let's clamp that up. Let's do it right. I don't even know if it matters. Like maybe I shouldn't even say thanks. I mean, I do because I think most people mean that as a compliment, but there's nothing wrong with being old. So to say thanks means, oh, thanks that I'm not old. Because, I don't know, you know what I mean? It's kind of like ambiguous what that means. Let's see. Let's get this. It's not dishonorable or bad to be old. So I don't know that we should seek to not be old. But the culture kind of honors the young. At least that American culture. I don't know about other places. But I have no idea which camera is on. So. Alright, okay, good. I need my thing here.
Hey kids, where do you want to go?
Thanks for the follow, dude. I have some garbage on the floor here. Let's try it. Just take my time and not throw objects around though. Makes me want to just like literally throw these across the room because they're so irritating right now, but they might actually have a use, so I should not throw them away. It's a break. There's a million things in my way right now though. Trying not to be frustrated. That I can throw. That is garbage. Okay, now I'm ready to do a thing. Yeah, I do a variety streaming. I've been streaming for 5 years on various platforms. I'm actually streaming on 10 platforms or so. I would stream on more if I could. Not a normal streamer. I don't think there's anybody that's less normal streamer than I am. Okay. Sorry, my chat. I need to get my Chatmobile in here. I can hear, but I also am listening to music, so it kind of overpowers it. My family also builds things very often. It's fun. Very cool. That's a good environment to grow up in, or to be in, where it makes it sound like I'm talking to a kid that's... I keep seeing that kid. It's like, oh, you mean your parents? Maybe you mean your kids. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, it's a good environment to be. Just learning new stuff all the time, being creative. It's fun. Fun stuff. Okay, find my screws, which I don't know where they are at the moment. What kind of things do you guys build? Like you said, you built lofts when you were young? Yeah, it's fun to have the skills. I wish I had more skills. The more skills you have, the less you have to pay other people to do it. It gives you quite a bit of satisfaction and pride to make stuff yourself. That's awesome. Super cool. Are your parents like were you or your parents, are they like professional builders, or you just kind of do it as hobby type stuff? I find it super fun. But I am not a pro at all. Like, I'm just kind of learning as I go. DIY for me. Powers. Your dad is a professional. Very cool. Very cool. Struggling with these impact driver bits that I bought. They're junk. Don't recommend people buying impact driver bits. Regular ones seem to be fine, unless there's a certain magical brand that's better than the others. I thought they would be better, but they're actually worse than the regular ones. I think they'd at least be the same, but they're actually worse, considerably worse. It says 50 times longer on the box. Means nothing at all. Oh, shoot. 50 times. Oh, it's got the number 50 on it. I'm gonna buy that one. Oh man. So much effort. Oops. Yeah, I don't consider myself a woodworking streamer. I mean, I have been lately, but just in the same way, I'm also a piano streamer because I've done that in the past. I'm a sit at restaurant and eat food streamer because I've done that in the past. I'm a Bible reading streamer. I've been doing that lately. Be a retro video game streamer. I might still do that on occasion. I just kind of do lots of different stuff. Just whatever I feel like. Lately I've been doing this because I'm trying to set this shop up to use it. And once it's ready, then I probably won't do that many woodworking streams. Oh. Yeah, it keeps me interested. Like it would get boring and stale for me if I just did one kind of content. I wouldn't have stuck with it all these 5 years. Okay, so that's nice and in place. Let's just do this other one. Like this clamp is here, but that clamp is holding up my fan above, which is quite important. So if I can work around it. And hello, Papa Bear. Good to see you again. Hey, I wonder if Papa Bear is Papa to soccer kid. I'm just kidding. That'd be funny though. Be a perfect combination. Maybe you are. Maybe you told me something like that. I don't know. I'm just like making stuff up. If that is the case and you already told me, then I'm pathetic. Probably not. It's way too coincidental. Got the Papa and the kid all at the same time. Plus, they're on different platforms. Nope, doesn't add up. My deductive reasoning has kicked in. Come to the proper conclusion. Okay, this definitely isn't the way. I need to at least. I'm going to switch it out with one of the shorter clamps. It's completely in the way. I'm smart. I can figure stuff out. Woo! Nice. Yeah, I think you mentioned that to me at one time. I was trying to remember. Like, I don't remember all the conversations I have. I just have little snippets in my head that get all mixed up. And it's like, wait, who said what? That's pretty bad. After more than just snippets, minor snippets that I have a hard time, but like multiple repeated conversations we can eventually see again. Alright, soccer kid, thanks for dropping by. Don't worry about being here all the time. I think I'll probably bore you out of your mind. Just feel free to drop by and say hi anytime. I'm not really in it for the having a bunch of people bore their minds or themselves out of their minds. I do appreciate company. It's kind of why I do this stuff. I have projects to work on, and it's more fun when people drop by. Cool. All right, we'll see you around. I feel like I'm competing with a bunch of young people doing flirty and fantastic things, so I feel like I'm boring when I see what other people are doing, but if somebody finds it interesting, then great. Fantastic. See ya, soccer kid. Yeah, I've been doing bookbinding for a long time though, so it's hard to know what that means. I kind of remember though. I try to take notes when I meet people, just so I don't forget everybody. I probably have a note when I first met you in my notes somewhere. Oh man, I think I need a slightly thicker drill bit is probably what's the problem here. It's not pre-drilling the holes wide enough to make this pleasant process. incredibly difficult. I have to put all my entire bodily force into this at just the right angle, or I can't get this screw in. It's ridiculous. Makes me want to scream bonsai or ultimate power. Basically, I think of like the Emperor on Star Wars. I mentioned this before, where he's like just doing his electrical thing. He's like, unlimited power. Whatever. So I feel like I have to say to like give myself enough motivation to get these screws in.
Everybody put your card up. Everybody put your library card up.
Thanks for the follow.
Card in my hand. It's the bomb. It's like, whoa.
I feel like I'm probably gonna break this this impact driver at some point because I'm putting so much force on it. Cords suck. We don't need this many screws in there, but none of these are structural screws, and I'm just like, it's just better to overdo it than underdo it. Wow. Right, that took forever. So let's switch angles here and show the other side. I think I need this ladder here. It's kind of been irritating in the way all the time. Alright, so I'm going to do the same on this other side. Find some scraps that will be the right size. Close. I have to use my umbrella. I don't know where it is. There it is. I need to fix this thing. I feel like it came with missing parts. It just feels incomplete. Let me see if I have a part to fix it. I have some random screws and like some bolts and stuff that might, if they were just the right size, it would fix this thing. I always keep the random spare parts that I get from purchases of random objects that come with a bunch of extra hardware. I always keep them just in case I need them for something like this. Quite a bit of random stuff, but not like a lot of consistently useful stuff. It's often not really what I'm looking for. But eventually, if I keep saving all that stuff, I'll have like a bunch of every different possible thing. So I just look through everything just in case. I'll have to go buy some special part that might already have something that works. Okay. I see some screws that look the right size. I don't know if they have any matching nuts for the other end. It looks like just what I need. If I can find a match for that. Kind of slim, but you never know. Yeah, so this is how the thing came. I just feel like it's either something fell out and I didn't notice, or I mean, there should be a screw through there. It's just like it works without a screw in there, surprisingly, because it wedges. You know, there are pulleys in here, and these just sort of snap together and cause I don't know, like a lever action or something. But it clearly needs something in there to keep that from like moving all over the place. I don't remember there being a screw in there when I got it, but maybe it fell out. I don't know. Pretty small one. Most of these that I have in here are pretty big. I have another box somewhere, just kind of a junk drawer type box of stuff. Might not find what I'm looking for. Oh, that might be a fit. Okay, so let me see if I can find a couple of washers. There's one. It's just barely not long enough. Oh, that sucks. I wonder if... That is odd. That's odd design. Look at... Oh, man. Look at this weirdness. There's massive amounts of a gap in there. Like, I wonder if I'm supposed to, like, push these together, but I think that would probably break the plastic, so I need just a slightly longer screw, unfortunately. That is so loose. It's weird. I think it's just bad design. Probably why it was cheap is some factory original prototype that they didn't want to lose all their money on, so they tried to sell their extra inventory after they realized their mistake. That's what it feels like. Let's see if I have another screw that's a better fit. I have these really long ones that I think I just bought for no reason. I don't think they came with anything, so maybe I can use that and just trim it. I'll just use this and cut it with a hacksaw eventually. Hopefully that will work, and then eventually I can buy a really nicely form-fitted. The other thing is I could get little, I don't know what you call them, flanges, or just little plastic washer things to put in between to fill up that gap in between the parts. It might work. I don't think any of that was on there, but it is possible some of that was on there and it somehow unscrewed itself and fell off. But I don't remember. Haven't had it very long, so it seems unlikely, but you never know. Once again, little random stuff that slows me down, but I solve problems when I do this stuff, so even though it makes me go slower, I'm actually doing something. And I just need one stupid washer. Oh, sorry, washer. I always forget the proper pronunciation of that word. Washer and washer. Jackpot. I wish these screws right here were longer, because these are probably a better size for this thickness anyway. I don't even remember what some of these parts are from, to be honest. No idea. Don't tell me it's not a fit. Oh no. Maybe I don't have a match for these long screws. It sucks. Chatmobile just in case it's malfunctioning. Okay, we're good. And it looked like the same size, but it's not. It sucks. I don't think I have a match for this one. Most likely not. It's pointless to have bolts that don't have matches that go to them. They're of no use if they don't have matches. But maybe someday I'll get another piece left over from another project and it'll just happen to match. Okay, I'm giving up on this for now. I don't have the pieces I need, apparently. It's too bad. Probably do actually have something in here somewhere. Just don't feel like digging for an hour just to find some junk. Actually, just found one more screw I'm going to try because it looks promising. It might not be long enough, but it actually looks perfect, honestly. Oh, never mind. Nope, I'm not going to do that. That's part of a set. It's like a little drawer pull thing. Okay, I didn't notice that. These are screws. I tried. This thing still works even without that screw in there, surprisingly, but I need to fix that eventually. That took forever. Didn't accomplish anything, but that's alright. I tried. I need to put that on my list. Had I remembered that today, I could have probably found a part at the store I went to. I didn't remember. It's not something I use very much. Should be good. Well, take 5 hours just to do something simple. Thought this could be a short stream, but nope. Broken so many of these things. It's a pretty crappy drill bit, but I'm not surprised. I don't have very many left. I tried to find some today. They were too expensive. I'll have to wait till next road trip I go on to Harbor Freight or something. I just need to buy a ton of them because they break. I don't see the point of buying a super expensive one. It'll last longer, but not long enough to justify the $7 or something for one stupid drill bit. It's ridiculous. Just want a bunch of cheap ones because they'll wear out. Yes, but not necessarily much faster than the expensive ones. So if you buy like 10 for the price of one, or even worse, then it's a bargain. I am very low on drill bits though. I have all the ones that are the size that I actually want to use. Like I have a ton of drill bits, all the practical sizes are gone. They're pretty much totally gone at this point. I have one more that's sort of in the range that I can't tell if it's too wide or not. Too thick, whatever. I'll try this one, might work. Really dark in here, but I don't feel like getting the light in. Actually, I have another light here, but I don't have a tripod to put on. So, yeah, that's my answer. Okay. This one might be too thick for these screws. We'll try it now. It's 7 o'clock already. I haven't even done anything. I'm streaming for what? An hour and a half already? It's ridiculous. I actually don't know how long I've been streaming. But I know that time flies, so I was kind of exaggerating, but that might actually be about right. I'm literally using all the force in my body that I'm capable of. Like, I think humans can actually break themselves. If you push as hard as you can, I think you could actually break your arm just by pushing on something. Like on that threshold where I'm pushing so hard, it's actually tearing my arm apart. It really hurts a lot. maybe not breaking your arm, that's probably not possible, but definitely like tearing ligaments and muscles and stuff like that. I think that drill bit is a better size though. That one that I just did was in the thicker hole and it went in a little bit easier. Okay, there we go. One more. This is probably too short. Pencil. This might be the last cutting I do, I'm not sure. If I was smart, I would have put this camera outside and that one that's outside in here to play off their strengths. This one does better in good lighting, and that one that I have out there does better in low light, so I can have them reversed. But I don't care right now. Regarding those tutorial things, though, I used to help streamers a lot more. I was very active in the streaming community and going around helping new streamers, welcoming them to the platforms and all that stuff, and giving them technical support and tips and stuff. But I don't have time to do that like I used to. But I think I might try to make a few tutorials, not like well produced, like I hate editing and making it fancy, but just like straight to the point, show people how to do certain things. I kind of like live streaming better than like YouTube and editing though, so I'd rather just live stream the tutorial, but then it wouldn't be succinct to the point. It'd just be like blabbing about stuff, and it would be like 2 hours long when it only needs to be about 3 minutes long. Realistically, I should probably do a YouTube style screen recorded tutorial thing. I have the capability to do anything. I could do all the fancy, crazy editing everybody does, pretty much. I'm not an expert, but I know how to do video editing and all the stuff. I can't stand spending so much time on that stuff. And I'm not really interested in getting viewers, so it's more like just get the content out there. Help other people. I don't really care if it's a successful video or whatever. Okay, got all 4 pieces in. I think that's it for there. There was the other place that I was talking about earlier, which may or may not have registered for anybody that's new to the stream, or even people that have been watching for a while may not have fully comprehended what I was talking about. But what I was talking about in addition to what I just did is, so there's a seam between these 2 boards. This one's going that way, going this direction toward me, is a full 4x8 sheet of OSB, and it ends right here where this line is going across, and this is just like a 16-inch remainder over here. So I was thinking of putting blocking in between these 2 boards just to support that seam between them, so that if too much weight is put right at that point, it would be fully supported, whereas right now it's not totally supported. But I'm not going to do that right now, and I may never do it, but that's what I was referring to. And that's actually kind of the original reason I bought all those joist hangers. So I don't know if they still have enough for that whole line across on both sides, but I definitely have a fair number of them. So anyway, I might do that eventually, but I'm not going to do it anytime soon. So I think that's the only supports I was planning to do today. So now I can just go up top and finish screwing in all the OSB pieces that I cut yesterday. So let me bring in this other camera. It's probably better for up there. I mean, it is better for up there. I know it is. Yeah, like nobody actually does. It's another false advertising thing. I've been talking on the kind of the soapbox of how a lot of advertising and marketing is lies now, and it's all about greed instead of honesty and integrity and good branding and all that. I would love to be part of the new movement that completely renews America to be. Okay, here's the thing. America was like infinitely better in almost every way. About a generation or 2 generations ago, America was the best country on earth. Like, it's not just, national pride. It was the best by far. Undeniable. That's why everybody wanted to come live in the United States. It's the most opportunity, the most wealth, the most, even a lot of moral greatness. Of course, it's sinking down a lot since then, so you can't say the same now, but what I'm saying is it'd be awesome to be part of the renewal, but it's like make it how it used to be. But unfortunately, I think the vast majority of people have been deceived into like wanting it to be the crappy new way that it is. So that probably won't happen. But imagine that, just like building companies that pay their employees fairly and they share their profits with their employees instead of having rich overlords that don't care about anybody except for themselves. Having companies with people of integrity and rebuilding brands and stuff that actually mean something. There is no brand that means anything anymore. That'll be awesome. But okay, let me get this. I don't have money and I don't have anything. I don't have influence, so I'll never be one of those people. But if I have a voice that somebody's listening who is part of the elite forces out there, do better. Stop being greedy. Help your fellow man. Care about integrity, honesty, good branding, all that stuff. If you do that, We will all benefit, including yourself. You'll get richer too. But nobody listens to me. Nobody here to listen to my rants. Okay. Let's get this other camera up here. Plus, no one would ever do anything about that. It's like, what? Give up my greed? Care about other people? Why would I want to do that? It's like people are unfortunately beyond repair. Without the Lord changing their hearts to where they actually care from deep within, they won't change. They will not change. Once you're into that greedy lifestyle where all you care about is improving your own bottom line, you're never going to change. Unless the Lord Jesus Christ changes your heart, that is the only way. There is no other way. Call upon the name of the Lord Jesus Christ and you will be saved. There is no other way. Period. Okay, let's see. Probably done with this second camera. I think I'll just turn it off, save battery life. Lock one of the wheels in just so it doesn't roll around. Okay, all I really should need is my impact driver and screws. I don't think I need anything else. I could be forgetting something. Oh, my drink. I need that. As far as like tools, I don't think I really need anything else. Basically, what I'm doing up here now, literally just screwing in the boards that I've already cut. Should be quite easy task. It'll just take a long time because I have many screws to put in. Screws are up here. And I'm going to use the impact driver for a while. I'll get some late if I don't finish before it gets late. It's better than the drill. This is faster. I don't think I'm going to measure it, but I will do that same thing I did last time where I was using a guide block that looks like it's about 6 inches. Just as a check on consistency. Actually makes them go faster because I'm not trying to like visualize where to put the screws. I already have it. So telling me where to put them. You get all those boards out of there though. Put them on the other side, I guess. I am a destroyer of This thing was $10 though. It's insulated 24 hours cold, 12 hours hot. It's got an awesome straw lid. Got a mug, fits in a car, cup holder, $10. It's awesome. It's not necessarily the kind I would like to take out hiking though. It's sort of leak resistant, but I can't just throw it in the backpack. Be 100% sure that it will not leak. Otherwise, I would probably prefer this kind. Even with the straw, it's kind of nice. I don't have to like open the lid constantly every time I take a drink. The easier it is to drink, the more likely I'm going to do it. I have to pull my backpack off, open it up, pull the water bottle out, and then twist the lid off. Just all this extra work. I might go on a hike Sunday. I'm sort of thinking to make that my regular thing, but I want to make it something kind of like church, like I've been doing with the Bible reading, just because since I'm not really going to church right now, I want to do something like that on Sundays. Maybe I'll eventually have a couple people watching those. Nobody watches them right now. People are scared of the Bible and of religion and stuff. Don't want to be associated with such things in a public forum, which is fine. I'm not going to stop doing it for that reason. What if somebody that's cool rejects me because I believe in the creator of the universe who saved me, who died for me? Wait a minute. Oh, maybe I should care more about what that guy thinks than this random popular person that doesn't care about me anyway. Okay. Try to help a brother out. Oh, actually, maybe I should keep that board over here as a guide. I saw a 72-inch ruler today that I was very tempted to buy, but I don't have money. I can't just be buying stuff right now. I wish I could, because it would make these kind of projects go a lot more smoothly and just less frustrating. But I can't just be buying stuff left and right. So I didn't buy it, but I kind of wish I did anyway. I didn't see any 8-footers though. I've never seen an 8-footer. And even when I searched on Amazon, there's very few. Like there's only 2 on the entire internet out of billions of souls across the globe. We're manufacturing an absurd amount of objects in this generation. 8-foot rulers are very rare still. So there's a... You want to start a business? Make 8-foot rulers. You'll probably make money because you'll be the only one doing it. And make them affordable. Don't make them overpriced. The ones that I found are so expensive that I'm just like, man. It's weird. You can kind of feel this whole thing moving just a little bit. I'm pretty not confident in the construction and that it's really strong, but even just the whole building's not like completely bulletproof. For example, I think it's stupid that there's no ridge beam up here. That's unbelievable. There's also no blocking between any of these things. If I built this, I would not have built it like this. I would have put a ridge beam across here where those two join, one up here, and then I would have joined these to those ridge beams with joist hangers, but whatever. They do it this way because it's cheaper, it's faster and cheaper, so if they did it my way, this whole thing would be way more expensive and we wouldn't be able to afford it, so it's understandable. Yeah, same here. Thanks for the feedback, Treasure. Yeah, I did a search last night. I was like surprised at how few there are. Like the whole point of having a ruler is to have a straight edge that you can cut like a saw against, and that you can, like for example, I have all these 4x8 plywoods, and I want to like measure certain points along the length and line up screws on these beams and cut them in half. So you really need something that's rigid and not flexible, so the folding idea really would be useful. I mean, if I want an 8-foot something, I would just get a tape measure. It's 25 feet or 50 feet. It serves absolutely zero of the same purposes that I need from a straight edge. But yeah, there are a few. I think it's probably, for most people, impractical. Most people think, oh, 8 foot's too big. And maybe that's true. If you actually had an 8-foot ruler, you'd be like bumping it on the ceiling and the walls every time you're trying to move it around. It's so huge. But nonetheless, I've had, in this project, these projects alone, I've had numerous times when I'm like, man, I wish I had an 8-foot ruler. But yeah, I think a 6-foot, 72-inch ruler would be adequate. Like I said earlier, I did actually find one in a store earlier today, but it wasn't that expensive. Maybe I should have bought it, and I might even talk myself into buying it, but now that I'm closing in on finishing this project, don't need it quite as much. I've just been using these boards as guides, so like I'm trying to, put screws in, and I want to make sure that I get them into the boards all along. You could just use a chalk line, of course. I don't have a chalk line, and I don't know if you like buying one. Plus, you just make a bunch of messy chalk stuff that gets on your clothes and everything. So, anyway, there's always a million ways to do everything. Creative. Alright. There's that little. I probably saw the board that I set aside to use as a 6-inch spacer, and it's like, what's this doing over here? Through it across the room. It doesn't matter if it's actually 6 inches. Thanks for the popping in chat, but I get very, very little action. Pixel. I can't really tell what how the platform's going in general. I actually don't see very many people streaming there. Where's my... Am I blind? Where's my... Does this look right behind me? I don't see it. I didn't even get that while I was down there. That's crazy. It's like the only tool that I actually need. Okay, let's go all the way down and get it. I don't even know where it is. Weird. I feel like it has to be up there. I can just literally not see it. I don't know where it is. It has to be up there. Where's the little platforms? Oh, there it is. It's way over there. to climb over a bunch of stuff to get to it. Wish the little platforms would grow and the big ones would shrink. The big ones basically are no use to anybody except extremely successful streamers who have a gigantic audience. Everyone else just can't be seen. But the little ones are so tiny that nobody goes there. There's like no viewers. Very few streamers. Not much variety of content. The other thing I could do today to feel like I'm completely done, well, one thing I can do real quick is put screws in those blockings that I just made earlier. Might as well at least do this side. The other side is kind of out of reach. I have to like think about where they are. I think they're right here. I could put two right there. That'll be good. That's another big problem with the world. It's just like massive class separation. There's tiny things and huge things. Really. Whether that's talking about the poor class or the rich class or small business versus big business, it's just messed up. Didn't used to be that way. It's getting more and more separated, more contrast. I believe those should be hitting that board that I put in there. It's hard to visualize where those are. Super awkward. Okay, I'm going to start with the biggest pieces first, which is that 4-bait in the corner. Get that set, and then I'll push everything against that as tight as I can. Which I think everything's kind of already in position pretty much. It's all kind of wedged back against that corner. I don't think I need to move anything really. I have a third box. Screws must be down there somewhere. Might be on the other side. I should go get those pillows too. That would make this just ever so slightly more pleasant. And I should have that fan up here. It is stupid hot. Let's just make it actually a tolerable experience. I know it's not very interesting for the stream to watch me do all this crap, but I don't care. I want to be not miserable. I don't know why it's so hot today. It's weird. Had that angle fan going for a couple hours now. It doesn't seem to be cooling it off much yet. But it is still pretty hot outside, but it is cooling off enough that I feel like it shouldn't be so hot in there. It's kind of ridiculous. How do you make it comfortable and not a death trap? Yes, well, there's nothing entertaining about my streams anyway, so yeah, it's pretty much just me working on stuff, so yeah, there's no reason to torture myself. It's funny though. Death trap. Alright, let's use this little block. Just my 6-inch reference, so I don't have to spend a bunch of time with the ruler and measuring. I can just slide the block along, get more or less consistent screw positions. Society is sick though. We're sick. My stream would actually probably grow if I had a death trap. Oops. In need of a great physician. Whew, it is. Oh, I didn't even turn that on. That is awesome. So, shows my level of intellect. Okay, wait a minute. Why am I still so hot? Oh, I didn't turn the fan on. That's awesome. Oh, I despise Phillips head screwdrivers. Screws. They don't stay on, so like you push with all your might and it just like falls off the side. Not as bad as flathead, but still pretty bad. I need to remember to do it just every foot instead of every 6 inches. I'm gonna do the center screws. Keep forgetting. I mean, obviously it'll be stronger if I do every 6 inches all the way across, but like it's excessive and it takes longer and uses more screws unnecessarily. Okay, so here's where a chalk line or board guide of some kind or a long 8-foot ruler would be very nice. This board is what I'm going to use, but it sucks. Like, it's completely warped and it's just, I mean, it'll do the trick, but favorite solution. Plus I can't really align it up visually with the other side because I can't really see the other side, so I still have to measure it. So let's figure out how far it is on this side and match it on the other side. 12.5. Alright, that should be good enough. It's terrible. Here comes the death trap. I think I'm going to move the camera over here just to get a little bit more variety of angles. Every once in a while, change the thing. Let's see what I'm doing a little bit better. Oh, I forgot. I need to do every foot, not every 6 inches. Find a board that's better guide for that. Actually, I can just, no, I need a board. I could visually line it up with those screws that I already put in, but I think I'd rather have something to use as a guide. I'm not actually sure if I'm in there in that board, just because this is not a very good guide. Can't really tell. Should be okay. Kind of annoying. This thing's just like moving all over the place. Useless crap. That's the thing. I need a guide. I need a thing that'll just stay flat on there like this ruler does. It's like perfectly flat. It doesn't move. But this isn't long enough. I'd have to like figure out how to keep it straight against the wall as I move it along, which I can't. But I'm going to do it this way because that board is garbage. Look at how much, just look at how not straight it is. It's moving around. Can't visualize. This might look better. Still not long enough, but it should at least stay flat and not move around like crazy. Get out of my face! Can't remember that quote from. I think it was Nacho Libre. I don't know. Nacho Libre and Napoleon Dynamite are hilarious movies. They're so stand on their own. There is nothing like them. Nothing remotely like them. Wish there were more movies like that. Okay, so let's put this at 14 inches on this side of the thing. 14 inches on this side. Hey, what? 16. What's I looking at? Should go down there and make sure I'm actually going into the board because I don't really know if I am or not. Hopefully I am. Where did that screw go? There it is. So I have blocking on that far set that's staggered back and forth that I will eventually screw into, but I have no idea where it is right now. It would be hard. Actually, that first one is on the very end. This one, I can probably figure it out. 1.5 inches in. I can probably figure that out as I go. I'll do that. Let me do that side. Or no, I'll start over here because I haven't put that board down yet. If I could selfie mount it, actually see what it's on here. I'm sure it would be nice. I know the camera's not as good on the selfie side, just maybe it's good enough. Should be on the right, not on the main shaft of this thing. Okay, let's try this. It's such a close angle, but that sucks. Let's just skip that and go over to this other app. Back. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the feedback. Should be back now. Let's see. Alright. There we go. Now it's the wide angles. You can see more. Did I put that? Oh man, I'm so dumb. Oh, never mind. I thought it doesn't matter. I thought I did something I didn't. So I'm not as dumb as I thought. Yay! So there's, if you haven't been watching this project, there's blocking, staggered blocking. So this one's right on the edge, 2x4, and then this one it's inch and a half. So it goes like this, staggered back and forth like that. So I'm just trying to hit those. This one's in quite a ways, so I'll have to just shift it over here. Hard to visualize how far to go. I guess I could measure it. Should be pretty much exactly 1.5 inches plus 3/4 to get middle of the next one. So 2.25 approximately. Just a couple of minutes that distance. This one is in like 1/4 inch, so not out quite as far to the edge, but pretty safe on the edge. About 1 inch, yeah. I'm not going for like perfection here. I just want to make sure it's well fastened. So as long as I'm actually hitting the boards, it's fine. I don't really care about like perfect spacing and visual stuff. I'll try to get it looking kind of nice, but not perfect. Merp. Merp. That's probably a expression that's out there, like kind of like derp. I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. Sounds cool. Alright, almost done with this box of screws. Open the next one up. Everybody watching this later is like, whoa, he is old. I didn't really notice it till now. He doesn't even know what Murph means. do every 6 inches with alternating sides on this board here, since it's a seam between two boards. Actually, I probably should do 6 inches on both boards, but whatever. Yeah, I think I will. A lot of screws, but look at all those screws I just had. What is going on? Seriously? Oh, they're blending in with the wood. That's weird. That's really weird. Before I do that, I'm going to finish this finishing here. Actually, this one, in theory, it should be like just a little bit further than one board, so there's one board there. First one is the center, the second one is. Getting a little farther. That's about right though, because a little bit further than the whole board, I think. I hope I don't go under there and find a bunch of screws sticking out in empty space because I missed them all. That would be annoying. It's possible. I'm doing this correctly. To the best of my ability. Now just go in full random position. Every 6 inches, just like whatever I feel like. Ouch. There's nails sticking through whatever roofing nails. Be very careful. I bumped my head once very hard, like last stream. I don't even know what that would have done if I would have bumped my head that hard on an actual nail. I feel like it would pierce my skull and definitely give me a concussion or something. It's crazy. So I have to be very, very careful until we get insulation up and plywood over the top of these. Super dangerous, like life-threatening dangerous, possibly. Okay. I think I'll do this far end next. Should be more interesting looking if I put the camera over there, I think. Oh, am I sweating? My leg is so wet, I thought it was like bleeding or something. Gross. Yeah, so just to give you a preview of what tutorial might be that I'm talking about, most people take for granted what's going on here, but it's actually fairly technically advanced. I'm streaming on 10 to 12 platforms, some of them very obscure with no kind of chatbot or any technology to support them. Nothing. Got 10 platforms, all the chat is going into one window so I can read them. Every single platform has text-to-speech, even if they don't support it. And I can hear it without looking at a phone, and also I can walk anywhere I want. My microphone is hooked up, and also my cameras are completely mobile and wireless. So all of that stuff, some people know like, oh yeah, I know how he's doing it, but I think the majority of streamers don't have a clue how to do this stuff. And if more people knew how to do this stuff, I think we'd have a lot more interesting variety on streaming, not just people sitting in a room with a big old stick microphone in front of them, in front of a computer screen. You can do massive cool stuff, and I'm not even pushing the limits. There's people that can do, like, if some people are inspired to see how to do what I'm doing, they can take it 10 steps further. So I'd kind of like to share a tutorial just to, maybe there's a few people out that are needing a new inspiration or something. But my YouTube channel is dead. Absolutely dead. I got like 1 or 2 views. It's like, whoa, I got a view! Like, if I could stream 300 hours, I'm not even joking, 300 hours and not get 1 viewer on YouTube. If I get if I get 1 comment per calendar year, that's like, whoa! That's like throwing a party. It's like mega amazing. So yeah, it feels kind of pointless to make a tutorial because literally nobody would see it. But I do also post my content on Odyssey and Rumble, so maybe somebody would see it there. I don't want to be I don't even care if I get credit for it. I just want to help other people be inspired. I don't give a crap about making a name for myself. If somebody else sees my tutorial and is like, hey, I'm going to make that same exact tutorial, word for word, and take all the credit for it, great. I don't care. I just want people to be inspired. Obviously, I don't want people to just like re-upload my same content. It's just not even a good thing to do for anybody. But if somebody just like sees my tutorial and is like, oh man, that guy has no viewers on his channel, I'm gonna take that content because I have 300,000 subscribers. Great, do it. Just want the message to get out. I mean, I don't even know if I'll do it though. It's hard to gauge the demand for such things because I don't have anybody, not anybody, but I have very few people on even though I'm on 10 or 12 platforms, I have very few people offering comments and feedback to say like, oh yeah, please do that. Because there's just hardly anybody watching my stuff. But I may just do it someday if I have time. It's all free. Oh, I don't remember if I was thinking this, but I just got distracted. And I'll say it again. There's very few, if any, content creators or YouTubers or whatever that genuinely have shoestring budget or basic setup tutorials. Like they say, oh, cheap options, cheap alternatives, but basically everyone's sponsored, so they're all like pushing Elgato products and just like stupid expensive stuff. If you want to know what cheap is, look at my setup. That is truly cheap. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I just buy the cheapest, the most effective gear I can. So if I showed my setup, it would be a true shoestring budget setup. I wouldn't be like pushing any brands on anybody. That's part of the reason I kind of want to do it too. It's just I can actually help people rather than help myself and make money on it and get sponsorships and all that stuff. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I want content creators to make money, so I'm not like demonizing that. I'm just saying they're not really telling you the truth. Most of the time, they're like, oh, the cheap alternative is $500 instead of $10,000. It's like, are you kidding me? Get all sorts of free stuff sent to them and do videos as if like that's on the budget of everybody. It's like completely ridiculous. Okay, this takes forever to do this. So those should be on, those are on board, so I'll just continue my way around the perimeter of this board on here. Just creating how long these tasks take. It seems like it should be a lot faster, but let's go back to the generic cables. Keep doing this. Get the idea what I'm doing, and I'll just wide angle. At least make it enough wide angle. Hey Leo, thanks for the lemon. Been a while since I've seen you. Hope you're doing well. My bro, my broski. Broski. So that's beer. My beer. Beer. Alright. I ordered a set. Okay, that's way too bright. I know that's gonna look stupid. Sorry, just back that way. I ordered a dead cat little thing for my lapel mic, which it's not gonna make it sound better, but like for my higher rels, it might, and it's certainly not gonna look better. But, we'll see how that goes. Oh, power was out for days? What? Days? Like multiple days? What? You live in like California or something, right? You have like, what's going on, man? You have like forest fires or something? That's crazy, dude. Doing alright? hurricane, okay. Maybe you don't live in California then, because I don't think we have hurricanes in California. Anyway. Stay safe, dude. I know that it's not really necessarily in your power, but send a prayer away. I always think of Florida and other parts of the South. Hurricanes. I don't watch the news, so pardon my ignorance. It's a big deal for everybody that's going through it, and I'm just kind of ignorant because I don't watch the news. Okay, so I'm not going to put any screws on this except where it intersects with the board. So, like I was talking about earlier, I'd like to put blocking underneath this down there so that I can cinch these up on the edges. Because it is a little bit weak. Like, if you're standing on these edges right there, it is the weak point of this loft. It's adequate support. It's not going to probably break or anything, but in an ideal world, every edge of the board could be supported somewhere. At least that's how I think of it. I could be over engineering this. I have a tendency to do that. Okay. 16 inches. Okay, that's easy. Yeah, there's 16 inches on the center. Of course. Do every foot on this center area. Dang, man, I went out for days. Throw all your food away after that. It's crazy. It sucks. Here, so it's kind of support. Alright, that's good. And just put one every 6-inch sure. No, I guess I'll do everything. Keep saying the thing and do something else. One thing, do another, is what I meant to say. Foot seems like such a long span of not having a screw. Probably a chalk line would be the way to go with this kind of stuff, just to save time. I don't even know if we're going to put any flooring above this for a long time. It'll probably just be the subflooring. So I'm trying not to make a huge mess with stuff or put a bunch of marks on it, just so halfway decent. But, I mean, ideally we probably will put some kind of flooring down eventually, like a year or something, but not right now. Because one of the ideas, as I mentioned before, that might be a potential use of this space is putting a little wind bed up here on one side or the other. And I don't really want to be walking barefoot on this stuff, getting splinters, so either some kind of flooring, I mean ideally it would be like bamboo flooring or something, but a carpet. I don't like carpet. I'm not a fan of carpet, so I would, like I've been looking at Craigslist for free flooring for years, and I've seen quite a few opportunities. We just aren't able to capitalize on them because I don't live in the city anymore. If I lived in the city, I would just drive out and get free stuff. But since I live in the middle of nowhere, there's never any offers out here. There's always people getting rid of stuff, though. If you watch the ads, find good free stuff or cheap. And it would be totally fine. I don't see any reason to buy new stuff if it's in serviceable order. Okay, there we go. Let's do this far end, which I'll do over 6 inches, or alternating. Nah, go do 6 inches on both of them. Please help Leo and everybody else. It's in danger of halfway of the hurricane. Keep them safe. Families. Keep them peace inside so they don't have to fear and be worried. Have mercy so you have control of the water. Alrighty, let's see. I'm going to do over 6 inches on this forward edge you're seeing. Hop up. Taking a lot longer than I thought this would. Definitely not a particularly short stream. Might not be as long as the last couple that I did, but still. Oh, man. I thought I actually might finish this and have time to start the next project a little bit, but what in the world is going on? This is really not comfortable. Ugh. Okay. So we'll turn this back to you. Self-included.
The supremacy. The powers. So like, ultimate alliance of all the planetary forces. So when you actually get it lined up with the screw, Tai Chi powers, Taekwondo, Kung Fu, Karate combined. There's like a perfect line across your entire body, your structure. If you push this way, you don't push whoop, you don't push whoop, push. When that happens, ultimate powers. It's unbelievable. The line of kings continues. I'm talking about it. There's something that quite excellent happens. It's quite rare. Most of the time it's pure slop and flies off into the screw, but every once in a while, 67 powers a line. Right there. Breathe in, breathe out. Perfect alignment. Sense. Should have been doing it this way the whole time, so it's better. Pushing on the back of the thing and putting my weight into it kind of forces the alignment a little better. It's like huge sparks in here. I don't know if you can see that. Sometimes it's worse than other times. I'm a little bit worried that if my hand's too close to that, it'll like arc to my hand. Pain. Oh, align all of the forces that time. Kind of exhausting to stay in that posture, though. It's not very comfortable, so I'm gonna screw that. I don't normally use that kind of language, but I'm literally screwing things. Alright. That's weird. Just, I guess that was just an optical illusion. It looked like the edge of this board wasn't really lined up with that joist over there, but I think it is. Yeah, the reason there could possibly still be some more in this series of lofty ambitions or whatever is I might add features to the loft later, such as a railing, a way to hook the bottom of the loft to the top of the moving shelf wall, and so on. So this might not be the final lofty ambition stream, but let's see. But for all practical purposes, I will finish the loft today. And I can start putting stuff up here, getting stuff out of the way, whatever. Move on to the next thing. Okay, still have quite a bit to do though. It's great that those more mistakes. So I did that line, but I have one more line here I think that I didn't do. So, and I need to do the rest of that board back there. Basically, I could go around the side of that, but screw blocking the stagger block. But I think that kind of belongs like complete just on my street stuff. I don't care if I show because you already get kind of the idea of all the things I have to do. So if I miss one little detail here and there, I don't think anybody's gonna complain. Not like skipping a level in a video game or something. Nobody really cares about this stuff, really. Usually line up that short distance there. When you're looking at things from weird angles, it's really hard to tell if you're centered on stuff. Arbitrary order at this point because it all needs to be done. So, remember the things that are closest to me, I have to move around less this time. Less movement I do. That one's on the edge. Speaking of not skipping a level, Tommy is either still playing Tails game or he beat it already and ended his stream, but go check him out if he's still online. Hey, Tommy Dukin. I tried to host him yesterday, but I screwed it up. Or something errored out, you know. I don't really do hosts hardly ever, so I'm not really that good at it. I don't know how to do it sometimes. Some platforms are weird, like Rumble is weird. You don't have like a thing in the interface, you just have to type /raid and then the name of the channel or something, but it's not clear like how you formulate the URL for that. So I think it's kind of not well thought out in my opinion. Use blocking circles are making a huge difference. It's actually pulling down the OSB visibly, which is nice because it's actually worthwhile to do. Gotta finish that row on this board. Until that's straight, probably close enough. As long as I hit the board properly. Really far in. Not sure how far in. The entire knuckle area goes in there, so it's probably like, wow, so far, I'm sure. Grab right there. Yes, alright. Hard to gauge. Get that got in. These remnant scrap boards on the edge were cut so badly. I wish I would have had that new circular saw blade that I bought too. So I would have probably used that. And it just looks bad over here. I don't think it matters in the end, but it's just I hate doing crappy work. Anything really, if I can avoid it. It's not that bad. It's just when you're trying to do a good job, just I hate any kind of stuff that looks sloppy. Can't get leverage over here. So I'm just not that far in yet. Whew, it's hard. No leverage whatsoever. Almost done here. There's that one left. That one stripe down the full 4x8. Okay, one more screw right there. That whole board is done. 16 much scrappy board. Alright, so let's have one line across the whole 8-foot bricks here on this board. I think that's it. Everything else. Like I said, the only other thing I could do is on that other loft where the camera is angled from, I could go back and do the staggered back and forth locking screws on the ends. But I don't think I'll do that on stream. There's so much crap over there that I threw. To get out of the way, I'd have to move all that stuff, and I'll just do it some other time. So yeah, just finish this one line here, and then I'll call it good for today. Crazy how fast the time goes. Let's see, this should be 16 inches on the edge. Approximately 9 screws left, I think. The other thing that I need to do, is a huge thing, is make the staircase, or stairs, whatever, up to the loft, and I don't know if I'll consider that staircase series. One stream, single off, one off stream. That's definitely related, just haven't done it yet. I tried to get the boards for that today, they were completely out of boards, which was really weird. Thankfully, I didn't drive into town just for that, otherwise that would have been a wasted trip. I had a lot of errands to do today, so that's why I got a late start. That's the last screw. Could have missed one here or there, but I think that's everything. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Well, I think of anything else that I could do today, other than starting on one of the other projects, which I prefer to have a clean cut between the two. So I think that's it. I will call it good and head out. The loft, I would say, is basically done. Everything else that I'm going to do with the loft is kind of like bonus material. So I'm confidently say the loft is finished. You can sleep up here if I wanted to. It'd be kind of nice. It's been pretty hot inside. Sleeping stream. See you tomorrow. Okay, not really. All right. I might sleep up here though, not necessarily tonight, but sometime relatively soon would be kind of fun. Except the life-threatening nails on the top. That's kind of concerning. Plus, I don't have a proper way to get up here safely. If I was like kind of going down in the middle of the night, I might be kind of groggy and misstep and fall. So probably should wait until I have the staircase up here. I might have to go around to some of these screws, sink them a little bit deeper if they're sticking out at all. I think I did pretty good on everything. It would be nice to put some flooring down up here eventually, but not anytime soon. Alrighty, let's see. All the way down there, so I'll just leave it going until I get back inside. Yep, thanks for joining me today. I will see you all around. I might do a stream later tonight, I'm not sure. I've been pretty low energy lately, that's why I haven't been doing the late night streams like the Bible reading and stuff, because if this work out in the heat for several hours kind of takes it out of me, takes all the energy and motivation, so eventually I'll do some of those again. Anyway, most people don't really care about that stuff. It's more for my own spiritual health when I do that. Most people would probably be celebrating if I stopped doing that. I'm not here to make everybody happy. Can't make everybody happy. Alrighty, well, I guess that's it. I will head on in.
Hey, default 0815 over on you now. Thanks for the 25 likes earlier. I don't get notifications on those, so I just see them at the end. I will see you all later.